Welcome to Topsail High TV. It's the first week of March. I'm Kelly Thompson.
And I'm Cody Sprouse. Today we'll discuss how you can get college credit right here at Topsail, give you ticket information for the dance on Friday, and look ahead to the spring sports season.
But before that, we look back on the end of the fall season, where a Pirate is the state champion. Jordan Bailey has more on our top story.
The Topsail High wrestling team competed at the state championships in Greensboro this past weekend, finishing in 6th place, but one of the wrestlers still came home a champion. Rick McCutcheon won the 125-pound title in Class A, becoming the first individual wrestling state champion in school and Pender County history. He won 4-3 in the finals, beating a wrestler from East Brook High School. McCutcheon says the whole weekend has been a blur.
It really didn't hit me much. Like, after I won, I was like, yeah, I won. I won another tournament. You know, I get home and I'm like, hey, I won. I'm gonna go to sleep. And I wake up Sunday morning and I'm like, wait a minute, I won, you know? So it was a pretty big deal to me. And then, you know, it was all over the newspapers everywhere, and people were calling, congratulating. I'm like, thanks, you know? So yeah, I feel great, you know, and I feel privileged to hold the #1 spot as far as the Pender County and Topsail High School.
7 wrestlers went to Greensboro for the Pirates, and all of them won at least one match at the championships. For Topsail High TV, I'm Jordan Bailey.
Thanks, Jordan. We'll have more sports later in the show. Elsewhere in the news, 5 members of the Lost Boys spoke at Topsail last week. The Lost Boys escaped the genocide of Sudan on foot in 2001. The group discussed the miles they have walked to escape to freedom and their eventual arrival here in the U.S. And if you were inspired by that assembly, the Topsail High group STAND could be just for you. STAND is opposed to genocide throughout the world, and Topsail's chapter meets every Friday after school in Miss Long's room.
Registration for next year begins this week, and you can get college credit without leaving campus. Cape Fear Community College is offering Hudson's classes that students can take. The courses do not cost any extra money. Students are only expected to buy their books. It is a great way to get some courses out of the way before you leave for college. For more information, click the Guidance Department section of the Topsail High webpage.
The Deca Club is gearing up for the state competition this weekend. 8 Pirates are headed to Greensboro looking to bring home a title. This past weekend, the club held a fundraiser selling hot dogs outside Food Line, trying to raise some money for the trip. The students will compete in 2 role-playing events at the convention this weekend, and the top 5 winners will be invited to go to International Convention in Kentucky.
The Topsail High Robotics Club made it all the way to the semifinals in the state championship this past weekend. The team worked 12-hour days and weekends preparing for this event, and it paid off. The team had to make a robot that could collect wiffle balls and put them into one of the 3 goals of the course. Topsail went undefeated in the qualifying round before falling just short of the championship match.
Student Council is hosting the Black and White Dance this Friday. It takes place from 7 to 10 in the gym. Tickets are $5 at the door. Dress is semi-formal. Now here's Devin Williams with a look at Topsail sports.
Earlier in the show, we told you about the end of the wrestling season, and it's all over for the boys basketball team. The Pirates fell in the first round of the state playoffs, losing by 8 at North Brunswick last Monday. Topsail got down by 12 points earlier, but battled back up to take the lead at the half. The Pirates finished with 13 wins in Coach Gainey's first season at the helm. There are a host of games taking place this week in the Pirate Nation. Here's a look at the upcoming schedule. And the basketball season might be over, but there is still one more game at Topsail. The Harlem Ambassadors are coming to Hampstead to play at the charity event against local celebrities, including former Major League Baseball player Trot Nixon, cast member for One Tree Hill, and our own principal, Skipper. Tickets are just $10, but they are going fast. Check with Miss France if you'd like to buy one. That will do it for sports. I'm Devin Williams.
Thanks, Devin. That wraps up this week's edition of Topsail High TV.
As we leave you tonight, here's some video of Mr. Fry's second period Honors World History class as they used catapults to shoot hacky sacks down the sidewalk. It's for a lesson on the Middle Ages and how catapults were an important weapon at the time.
Ryan, Jenny, and Michaela Vitaliano had the best throw. Their catapult shot the hacky sack 37 yards. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you right back here next week at Topsail High TV.